Hi everybody, so I just wanted to give an update pretty much on what my life has been like ever since I passed my NCLEX, which was a few years ago. I am in Illinois, so I currently reside in the south side suburbs. It's just about 20 minutes outside of Chicago, and everything has been amazing, and I always advocate for LPNs like myself. In my last video, I was very big on areas and, places that you can work in and hospitals that still hire LPNs here in Illinois, and the pay rate. And so if you have questions or anything like that, you can always refer back to that video. But today I just kind of want to talk about what I've been doing as an LPN. So the last 2 years, I was working in a dermatology group, and I am very thankful for them giving me the opportunity to be there. They are amazing, and the way I got my foot in the door was because I was a fresh nurse, okay? I didn't pass my exit exam. Like the first try, it took me 3 times for me to pass it. And I talk about it in my last video too. But I did pass my NCLEX on the first try, so that I am very proud. I also want to apologize. I look really bad right now. I've been really sick, not the COVID, but something else. I went to my dermatology where I practice where I worked at, and they had to do some skin biopsies, and it's like some either viral or possibly an autoimmune disorder. So fingers crossed that it's negative and it's just a viral infection that I have. So I'm kind of like a little swollen, my puffy eyes, and it's just really bad. So again, I just wanted to apologize briefly for how I look. However, the video is more about what I've been doing in the past couple years since I became a nurse. At the dermatology practice that I worked at, I was given such amazing opportunities there, and I love it, and I'm always grateful and thankful to those doctors, and that's why I still have them even as my dermatologist to go to whenever something like this pops up, because I love them. So I was able to assist during surgery, so prep the patients, have them sign the consents, obviously after this surgeon goes over everything with them, patient education, wound care, local anesthesia, suture removal, even closing sutures. So after the surgeon's done removing skin cancer lesions and anything like that, depending on how busy his day was, I would be the nurse to go and suture them up so that the doctor can go on to the next patient. It was a Mohs surgeon. So for those of you who don't know what a Mohs surgeon is, look it up. It's very interesting. It was a surgeon that actually, what's the word I want to look for? He made this surgery because it was a way to give patients a higher percentage rate of survival from skin cancers and melanomas and such. So look it up. It's really interesting. And for me, I thought it was a really great opportunity, and I loved it. It was one of my favorite things to do while I was working at the dermatologist's office. Oh, thank you. I'll be right out. Sorry, my daughter's baking me a cake. So anyhow, so Mohs surgery, it was very rewarding. I feel like if you are able to land a job in doing Mohs surgery, or assisting in Mohs surgery, I should say, you will definitely make your resume stand out so much. So anyway, and biologic injections, scribing was really big, and I'm very thankful that I was able to do that, because you sit firsthand with the patient and with the physician, and you're learning about all these skin conditions and all these treatments and everything, like step by step of what the surgeon or physician is looking for. Signs and symptoms. It's really amazing. I was able to do intralesional injections for patients with acne, severe acne. So people that would come in that had like really big cystic acne, I would inject them with some Kenalog, and at least 1 to 2 days, and that puppy would go down. What else? I would assist with INDs or yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, I can't even think anymore. INDs, yeah. Sorry. Anyway, and preparing Botox and fillers. Watching how they do the Botox and fillers was really, really helpful for me. What else? I'm trying to think of what else I would do. Surgery, I said that already. Biologics, signing them up for that. Oh, that was such a pain, but whatever. I pledged patients with Accutane. Learning like all these medicines too for like skin conditions, it's just really helpful too, because now where I'm at, it's where it's good for you to know what medicines these patients are taking, because certain treatments that you start them on, it can interfere with the medication. So it really prepared me for what I got myself into, and I'm getting right into that. So about a year ago, I decided to go back to school and got my license in aesthetics. So I am now duly licensed as a LPN and LE, licensed esthetician. I enjoy it. I love it. Working at the dermatology group, it just made me realize how much of a passion I have for aesthetics and cosmetics. It's amazing and it's really rewarding. And for me, that was just my calling. Working there was just like, whoa, I love this, and I love helping people feel better about themselves and their own skin and feeling so confident and comfortable. And just being part of their journey and helping them reach that goal is what really, really made me feel like this is it. This is what I want to do, guys. So again, I always try to strive for all these LPNs out there that like always get pushed to saying, don't waste your time doing LPN. It's just go straight for RN. And that's fine. If you guys want to go straight for RN, obviously kudos to you, right? Like for me, it's not in my cards. Would I want to go back for RN? Probably not. It's just really long and really hard. And it's just one of those things where I can't. It's so exhausting for me. Just doing LPN was exhausting. And that's the reason why I decided to just stay as an LPN and go and get my licensed esthetician. And just the environment is completely different. It's so laid back. And even if you decide to go back for an RN, you can still even do the stuff that I do now. Obviously not facials and that stuff, because it's a little bit more intricate and detailed as to what the products are. But even working as an RN in the aesthetics industry, it's amazing. I see so many RNs in the aesthetics industry and I'm like, holy smokes, this is great. So, I mean, if I was to go back, it would be just so that I would be able to, I guess, do Botox and fillers, but I'm already getting trained on that. So, LPN baby. Botox and fillers is all I can say. But again, I'm in Illinois. Every state is different. You would have to check on your state board and the scope of practice to see if that's even in your scope of practice where you live. So in Illinois, it is legal, and we are able to do Botox and fillers. Some RNs are completely against that, and hey, that's fine. But again, with the skill sets that I've acquired over the past couple years, it really brought me up there to that level. I'm not gonna say I'm as great as an RN with a BSN or higher, I'm not, but it's obviously all in the technique and the patience that you have, right? And I'm just really grateful. Everything, happens for a reason. And after I left the dermatology practice, very sad, but I needed to spread my wings and I needed to do something more for myself. And that's the thing. A lot of people get so comfortable where they're at that they're so scared of leaving. And that's my number one thing too. Like, I'm one of those people too where I get comfortable and I don't want to leave. But at the same time, if you know that this is going to be for your better, opportunity to better yourself, do it. And that's what I did. So now I'm working at a plastic surgeon's office. I'm a surgical nurse there, doing or assisting with liposections, breast augmentation, Brazilian butt lifts, tiny tucks. That's about it, I think. Yeah, So liposuction is like pretty much all over, like chin, arms, abdomen, waist, hips, legs, thighs, kinkles. Like, it's awesome. And everybody there is amazing. The pay is pretty good for here in Illinois, at least. I mean, I'm making $27 an hour. I'm very transparent with, you know, pay wise. I can't even speak pay wise and stuff. Like, I'm very transparent. You know, like I don't care. You know, it's just, I feel like keeping it real with everybody, just so that people can kind of make their own minds and decisions, right, of what they're getting themselves into. One piece of advice that I'm going to give you guys, for those of you who are interested in making that leap, if you've been working in another field and you want to try to transition into another field, what I always said was, and I think that's what got me my job in the dermatology group, was by saying, I'm a new nurse. I don't have any bad habits. Mold me to the type of nurse that you would want me to be, to the type of nurse that you would find me to be a valuable asset for your practice. And that's honestly, honest to God, I really do think that that's what got me my job there. And also, be very presentable, be proactive, friendly, and just don't be shy. Ask questions. I think the more that they see that you're engaging in the conversation and that you're asking questions, the way you sell yourself, the confidence, the way you present yourself, it's just, obviously it's there. And again, it just depends on how bad you want this job. Don't ever stop chasing your dream. It's possible, it's doable. You just have to really work hard at it. I love what I do every single day, and it's amazing. So even though I'm a surgical nurse there, I'm only working there 4 days a week. I love it, but I'm also doing my own stuff. As a licensed esthetician, you know, you can even open up your own spa if you wanted to, and that's what I'm working on. I currently have my own spa room in my home, so it's a home business. You also have to take a look at your state board, same thing for that, to see what the rules and regulations are for you to be able to open up your own spa area in your home. For now, this is just what I'm doing because I'm just starting. I just became an esthetician this year in January. Sooner than later, I mean, I'm planning on moving all my stuff out of my room and opening up my own storefront, building my own books right now. So really promoting myself is what I've been doing. Promote. And it's pretty hard, but you know, I'll get there. I believe in myself and I know that I'm going to get there. So yeah, here in Illinois, LPNs, you're able to do Botox and fillers. I have an interview and hopefully, you know, they like me. I had my phone interview. They were really impressed with my resume. They really want to meet me. So I really want to meet them and they seem amazing. It's only like 3 miles away from where I work now. So, yep, just a part-time job there. So working 2 days a week, that would mean I only have 1 day off and it's fine because at the end of the day, I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to get as much experience as I possibly can under my belt. LPNs, you guys have so many opportunities out there. Don't let anybody make you think or believe that you could only work at a nursing home. And I'm not knocking down on nurses that work there because that's a hard job, and kudos to you guys, whoever is working in a nursing home or skilled facility. You know, it's hard. It is hard. And you guys have to have so much patience to be there. And Lord knows I don't have patience for that, honey. I really don't. That is why I decided to make the leap into the aesthetics industry. It's fun. It's rewarding. It's my dream goal and I love it. And I have such an amazing support system at home. You know, my husband and my daughter, they really push me to just keep going after my dream. And my husband has been super supportive with my home business and, you know, just putting up with everything with me. It's great and I love it. And again, if any of you guys like need help, any like coaching for like interviews, like feel free to reach out to me, like send me or leave a comment and, you know, leave your email and I'll be happy to communicate with any of you guys that want to make a leap. It's not hard. You know, you just have to really want it and show that you want it. And so that's about it. That's a little bit about me. Aesthetic nurse and soon to be, or surgical nurse and soon to be aesthetic nurse. So as an aesthetic nurse, I'm able to do microneedling, dermaplaning, work with cosmetic lasers, Botox and fillers. What else can I do? So much. It's really endless. So again, chemical peels, you know, medical grade, and microcurrent. I mean, this is stuff that as an esthetician yourself you can do. But again, it's nice, it's rewarding. I went to school in Downers Grove, and that school is, I really highly recommend it for anybody that's in Illinois looking for an aesthetic school. It's a little bit up there, but they also accept grants, like financial aid, so it'll really lower it down. That school had body waxing, Brazilian waxing, lash extensions, cosmetic lasers, microneedling courses. Everything was integrated into the program, and the price was all pretty much there. Like everything was just one big bundle. And a lot of all these other schools that I went to check out, like Avita, Mario Dracochi, Estelle, like all of these other schools, you know, they only taught you the basics pretty much, and you didn't have the laser courses and Brazilian waxing or microneedling integrated into the program. So I really do highly recommend for those of you who are interested in, you know, going into that industry, like search your school, do your research, do your homework, go to those schools, ask questions, because at the end of the day, you're the one that's paying for your education, not the other way around. So again, sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm like talking so fast, and I get so excited talking about skincare. It's like my favorite thing in the world. I love it. And again, I love being a part of my patients and clients, you know, skin journey. I love making people feel so comfortable in their own skin. And just being able to know that I contributed to that is amazing, and I love it. And again, it's very fulfilling to me. And you know, even working as just that, like, you become your client's like best friend in the room at that moment, because you have them so relaxed, so comfortable, so like in their element, that they all of a sudden start talking to you about their whole life story, and you're like a skin therapist and, you know, a psychologist, I don't know, a therapist, period. And it's amazing, you know, like I love hearing everybody's stories. I love just, you know, seeing how my clients grow and change. And at the end of the day, you just have to be, you know, willing to be there for your patients. So that's me, my story, my dreams that I'm chasing, that I will one day be able to say, I own my own med spa, and I'll get there, because again, I believe in myself, great support system at home, and just overall, that's how confident I am in myself. And I hope that whoever's watching this, you as an LPN, you know, have that same confidence in yourself, and you're gonna make it far, I promise. So again, those are just my 2 cents, and you know, take it, leave it, what you want with it, but that's it.